A little stack of cooked zucchini. I didn't realize being in this video would make me angry.
I've been a vegetarian for about 10 years now.
I decided to be a vegetarian in high school. I was like walking in the woods with my friend one day and we were just like, let's not eat meat. And it stuck. And then little did I know, she was eating hamburgers secretly.
Whenever anybody talks to me about being a vegetarian, I just tell them I don't eat anything that has a mom.
People often are like, oh, you're vegan, so you must be like really healthy. And I'm like, unfortunately, they're not synonymous because French fries are mostly vegan and you can survive off only French fries for a long time, let me tell you.
It's definitely second nature. Like I always look like, is there gelatin? Is there chicken stock?
So I have some horror stories, I feel like, throughout my life. And I'm pumped to read these today because I feel like I'm gonna be able to relate to a majority of them. So let's start.
My dad and brother offered to cook the dinner for my wedding. Wow. We had a pretty set menu that he came up with that had a vegetarian option. Day of, my dad hands me a plate of rice and was like, oh yeah, well, that's all I made vegetarian.
Then my brother grabs the plate and said, he cooked all the rice with chicken broth.
After 10 years, my dad still thinks it's a phase. On your wedding?
Why do dads have such a hard time understanding that this is a life decision?
I feel like this is so common too. Like people will hand me a beautiful dish of pasta or rice or a gumbo or medley and they're like, yeah, we cooked it in beef broth though, so like, but that's fine, right? And it's like, no, that's not fine.
That's a big part of the reason why a lot of us go vegan or vegetarian is we don't want the animal involved in any way. You fools.
Our school had veggie burgers, but they just added lettuce and tomato to a regular hamburger. Or it's just a regular hamburger. That's not a veggie burger. That's not a veggie burger.
They tried. I think I remember I went to like a fast food place and asked for if they had like anything vegetarian and they just handed me like cheese on bread, which was fine.
It was my 10th birthday party and we were at an amusement park to celebrate. My parents had already told them that I was vegetarian and couldn't have meat, and they said they had vegetarian option.
Come lunchtime, they brought me a hot dog bun with nothing on it except ketchup.
At my own birthday party.
That's sad.
I'm just wondering if like the amusement park had planned, oh, this is the vegetarian option. It's like a bun with tomato, or if they like forgot.
I was invited to a military ball and I was told that there would be a vegan option.
Turns out the vegan option was 4 cheese mac and cheese.
I ended up eating Tic Tacs.
Super relatable. So often people are like, so fish? I'm like, if it has a face, I can't eat it. Dairy doesn't have a face, but it used to.
Like oftentimes the vegetarian or vegan option ends up being like sugary or worse for you and like generally trying to be like a little more healthy, and then you end up eating Tic Tac.
I hope they were orange and not like a mint one.
I ordered veggie lasagna at a restaurant.
I freaking love vegetable lasagna. I knew the meat lasagna had noodles and layers, yeah. So I was expecting the same thing just with vegetables and without meat. Nope, I got a literal stack of cooked zucchini, no noodles. Ugh!
Been there, I feel your pain, it's bull. That is not a lasagna. Lasagna has noodles. Noodles.
I mean, I hope the zucchini was cooked and not soggy, because that's a common issue for vegetarians. You get the soggiest vegetables.
I went to lunch at a restaurant and ordered the vegetarian soup. When it was served, I noticed something that looked a lot like meat floating around.
And it turned out to be pieces of chicken. I brought this up to the waiter who told me, chicken isn't really meat because it's a bird.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for that information. I had no idea.
So this is not that surprising to me. You can never really trust soup. No one really knows what's in it. It's been reheated for days.
I just went to a banquet and the only vegetarian options included mushrooms, which I also can't eat. Ended up eating cake for dinner, so not all bad. That's relatable. You just go, well, there's nothing for me to eat, so I guess I just have to just eat dessert for me.
It's really hard to be vegetarian or vegan with like other dietary restrictions, like if you're gluten-free.
I mean, at least you had cake, which is cool.
End up eating a lot of sweets if that's the only thing that doesn't contain meat.
I feel like What was cool about these stories is that they were all so different and all so many different circumstances, but they're all so relatable. I feel like I've been in every single one of these.
A lot of people who do eat meat don't think about like these different products that they just automatically incorporate into something. And like, I know a lot of people like to laugh like, oh, you're being difficult, but like for some people, this is how they eat. Just like if you're a carnivore and you need meat every day, you got that for yourself.
I grew up eating meat. I love cheeseburgers. Even today, I didn't give up meat and dairy because I don't like the taste of it. In-N-Out, I miss you every day. But you know, you just eventually make a decision that you don't want to be part of an industry that seems to be doing so many bad things.
In my past, I've had partners who like weren't supportive of me being a vegetarian, and so sometimes when we would go out to dinner, I would order like a salad and a side, and we would get in arguments because they'd be like, you're not eating enough, you can't be a vegetarian, which was very bizarre.
It's sad how seemingly little so many people know about being vegan and vegetarian, but I also know that it's a privilege in a lot of ways to be able to eat vegan or vegetarian because it's more expensive, and if you live in a food desert or you don't have a ton of extra income, it's harder to make that decision.
Be thoughtful all around for people. It's not hurting you. People like to poke fun at us, but we're all about like not hurting you, not hurting me. Everyone can do their own thing, even though I think everyone should be a vegetarian. Eventually, we'd have to phase out.